if you follow within them talk, you know go make them at all. And if you follow within them do, you know go make.
First of all, I screamed, and I'll tell you what, it's such a funny story. But I remember quite a few years back when we were watching one of the seasons, the US, The Voice US. And you know, I was with Omami actually, and we're like, man, if person go this competition, person feel win, you know. And I was bragging. I was like, you know, safe to say I did it because somebody had just finished singing. I was like, Omami, you know, safe to say, Nami sing that song. I for flog. I'm cocky like that. I for flog the person. I now went online to see if I can register, and it was only for US residents. And for me, I was just like. Then next thing, a few years later, I'm called to be a judge, you know. So I was really excited because it's a show that validates everything about me. What if they ask you what's the first thing you know about Waje, is her vocals before anything else.
Through your bones, let it burn.
My biggest scare is failure. I don't want to. To be honest with you, I'm not one of those that will come out and scream, oh, I'm number one. I'm not. To me, that's not important. What is important is how consistent is the journey, how consistent is the brand. Every time, how can people relate with you? And I think that that's one thing I've been fortunate with. It's not by my doing, it's the grace of God.
When you see the mountain,
uncrush it. No, I'm joking. I just say, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. No, they can't have that kind of complex near me now. How will you be light skinned then you not come near me, you not be doing me like this? This my melanin popping. You can't now.
Cause if you follow waiting them talk, you know.
Education. One of the reasons why I say education is I'm not just educating, especially the younger generation. And the reason why I say that is because no matter how wealthy you are, if you don't have character, what defines you is the character you have. And what defines you is the knowledge that you have. Is that knowledge that you act out, that becomes you. I think that to a certain level, especially because we as creatives sometimes take the acquiring knowledge for granted, or getting advice. We take it for granted because when you're at your prime, you always believe you're going to be there. So when somebody's telling you invest in this, you're looking at the person and say, bro, son, don't disturb me. I'm thinking of shooting 5 million video. You're telling me invest. Hello, you know what I mean? So I think that I wouldn't say it's inevitable. There are some exceptions, you know, concerning people that have sort of stabled themselves, that they don't run into financial crisis. But moving forward, I think that one of the most important things that we can do is sort of understand that as much as is a business and is based on the perception, there's a life. And the word is most important to sustain is the life than the perception. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Because for me, I would like to live in a mansion with swimming pool and things like that. But if I can afford it, I'll live in a place where I know that I can afford, but I'm still living like a Waje should live. That way I'm not cutting myself. And tomorrow, if for any reason I'm not selling as much as I should be, or I was in maybe 3 years before now, at least I have not put myself in a place where I probably would have invested or put a few things aside to make sure that, you know, there's consistency in the money that comes in.
When you see that mountain, you're gonna
Sadness is an emotion, isn't it? Yeah. And loneliness as well. Because you get to a point where, you know, first of all, everybody just has this assumption that life is great for you. And many times as humans we go through things, so you want to express or just talk to someone and they are looking at you like, please don't talk, you that you are here, that you have so it's almost as if you self, you are looking for who you can, so for me, I just try to how would I put it, I try not to find myself in that space, so I don't have to work too hard to bring myself out of it. One of the things I've realized about what is going on right now is there are a lot of young people who are depressed. Depression is real. And unfortunately, because of the kind of people that we are and very religious, and we don't talk about it, So I am having a bad day, but I can't tell you that I'm having a bad day because I'm afraid that you're going to have an opinion about me or something like that. So initially, I went through that for a while as well. And my own was because I was fat shamed, and because I'm an artist, I just felt that if you didn't look teeny, slim, and you just didn't have a chance, And the great thing about it was I surrounded myself with great people that brought me out of it. But now, once I sight an appearance of it, I run. Because it's more work trying to get yourself out of it. So I'm not interested. Anything that will put me in that space, I am not interested.